Hi everyone, I'm Ben. So if you are new to this channel, by day I'm a tax consultant, and on the side right now I'm building this side hustle on YouTube. Okay, so recently I posted a short about cooking for my mom, and I didn't expect it to land the way it did. Okay, but I think I know why, because somewhere someone watched it and thought that about their own person. Okay, their own before it's too late moment. So today I want to talk about 5 of those moments, not big life decision, just small things that we keep pushing to tomorrow, and tomorrow has a way of becoming never. So part one is text them first. There's probably someone you haven't texted in a while, and you both know it. No one actually did anything wrong. Life just moved on. I was just chatting with a friend recently, and we were talking about this. So how once people were close, okay, but because maybe this friend hit a certain milestone, like maybe getting married or having their own kids, it just get harder to stay close. Your life start running on different schedules, different priorities, and if you don't have those things in common yet, right, sometimes you just drift. And it's not even just that. Sometimes it's about different opposite genders, like like a boy and a girl. Okay, so where even if both of you are completely fine, there's no romantic relationship involved, just pure friendship. But there's an unspoken awkwardness once our partners are in the picture. So, like if let's say any of you actually got attached, okay, and slowly without anyone medding to the friendship, right, it just fades. Somehow we make it feel like reaching out needs a reason, but it doesn't. So you just miss them. That's enough. Okay. So because people aren't drifting because they stop caring, they drifting because no one actually took the first step to reach out. So just text them first, like what I mentioned at this start of the video. Even if it's been too long, especially if it's been too long. Okay. Point two, be actually present with your parents. I'll be honest, I'm guilty of this one. There's a real generation gap and I felt it. The closer someone is to you, the more you show them your true self, including your worst self. The impatient, the short replies, the shutting the door. Okay. So my mom comes home from work and sometimes she just want to talk, vent about her day, the same complaints, sometimes even daily. And honestly, there are days I find it really draining, especially because complaint to me is like very negative. So I retreat to my room, put on something, and just do my stuff. But when I was filming that cooking shot, you can watch it here. Something just hit me. She's not just complaining; she's lonely. After work, she rather just come home and rest. She rarely go out with her friends, and when I ask her why, she always says she can't because she has to take care of her parents, my sisters when they come home, and she always put everyone else first. And here I am, irritated that she wants to talk to me. So this isn't about having the perfect conversation with your parents. It's just about being a little more present when they are there with you physically. It's about being a bit more patient with them when they ask you for help. Because they are not asking for much. They just want you in the room. Actually, in the room. Point three. So start that thing that you have been always delaying. Does this sound familiar? There's something that you always wanted to start, but you never get around to it. And somehow a few years have already passed and you still haven't started. Okay. So same. Even now there's something that I really want to learn, which is a musical instrument, the harp. I know it's random, but I wanted to for a while. The thing holding me back isn't passion, it's practical. Lesson aren't cheap. The instrument isn't cheap. And right now, financially, it's just not the right time. But here's what I always remind myself and others. You don't have to go all out to begin. If I really wanted to start now, I could rent an instrument and self-learn myself. Take it slow, keep the cost low, and start small, and let it grow from there. Because the version of us that always wanting to wait for everything to be perfect before we start, that version never starts. So whatever it is for you, the trip that you always want to go, the course that you always want to learn, the skill that you want to pick up, the project that you always want to do it for yourself, you don't need everything in place. You just need to take one small step. A year from now, you'll be glad that you did. Point 4, do something small for your body. I think we all often think that exercise is a punishment, like something we have to suffer through to earn results. But what if we just reframe it as a thank you to a body that carry us through everything, every hard day, every late night, every anxious morning? For me, it's simple things. Getting onto my yoga mat for some light stretches, nothing intense, but the moment I'm done, I feel it. The tension releasing, the body sighing, like stress physically leaving the body. Or going for a walk to clock my steps. And while I'm at it, I put on a podcast or YouTube video. So I'm moving my body, feeding my mind at the same time. Oh, and I force myself to drink water thoroughly through this, using this bottle. So many benefits from one simple activity. You don't need a gym membership or a perfect routine. Just find your own version of it that you feel comfortable to do it and it doesn't tire you out. Something small, something sustainable, because your body keeps score and it will thank you for it later. Last but not least, point 5. Don't wait to show people they matter. We assume people know. We assume the people we love know that we love them. We assume our friends know we appreciate them. We assume our parents know we are grateful. Even when we are impatient, even when we are hiding in our rooms. But people cannot read mind. And sometimes the people closest to us feel the furthest away because we stop saying the things out loud. So whenever I can, I try to show it. Something small, like every time my mom cooks for me, after the meal, I will say thank you. Simple as that. The first few times may feel awkward. She waved me off and say, "Aya, don't eat lah." But I kept doing it and slowly it became normal. And now when I cook for her, she does the same back. It became something between us. And that happens because someone decided to start. It doesn't have to be grand gesture. A thank you, a voice note, staying in the living room a bit longer, cooking a meal for someone. You already know how that feels because that's literally what started all this. So don't wait for a special occasion to show people they matter because life doesn't always give you a warning. Things don't always end dramatically. Sometimes they just quietly fade and you only notice when it's already too late. So those are the 5 things. Text them first. Be present with your parents. Start that thing that you always been delaying. Do something small for your body. And last but not least, don't wait to show people they matter. None of these are big, but I think that's the point. It's never the big thing that we regret leaving too late. It's always the small one. So if any of these hit you, take it as your sign. Not tomorrow, but now, before it's too late. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.